Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Syanin Dita from English Education 3 at Islamic University of Raden Fatah, Palembang. Here I wanna answer the questions. First question is, please mention and explain briefly the components of communication process. The answer is A. Context. Every communication process with context. The context may be psycho, social, chronological, or cultural. The sender chooses the message to communicate within a context. B. Sender or encoder. The sender or encoder is a person who sends the message. A sender makes use of symbol, word, or graphic or visual aids to convey the message and produce the required response. Sender may be an individual or a group or an organization. C. Message. Message is a key idea that the sender wants to communicate. Communication process begin with deciding about the message to be conveyed. It must be ensured that the main objective of the message is clear. D. Medium. Medium is used to exchange, transmit the message. The sender must choose an appropriate medium for transmitting the message, else the message might not be conveyed to the designed recipients. Recipient or disorder is a person for whom the message is intended or aimed at targets. The degree which is message the doctor and understands is dependent upon the various factors such as knowledge of recipients, their responsive to message, and the relate of encoder on disorder. F. Feedback. Feedback is the main component of communication process as it permits the sender to analyze effectively the message. It helps the sender in conveying the correct interpretation to message by the sender. Question number 2. Why do humans need a language? The answer is because if a human don't have a language, they will hard to understand each other. Without language or another signal from them, it can cause misunderstanding among humans. Question number 3. Please give your opinion about the periods, Dutch period, Japanese period, and independence period of English teaching in Indonesia. Which one do you think the best English teaching period? The answer is, I think Dutch period is the best English teachings period because in this period the textbooks and supplementary readings were plentiful, so we could improve our English fast by reading numbers of books. Question number 4. In your opinion, what is the status of English compared to Indonesian nowadays? The answer is, in my opinion, English is foreign language in Indonesia, so its status is only for an international language, foreign language. Most people use bahasa Indonesia to communicate to each other. They really use English as their language. People just use English on its subjects or in international business, which the customer not only from Indonesia. Last question is, please explain briefly about the functions of English in Indonesia. The answer is, it is widely recognized that English is important for Indonesia, and the reason most frequently forward for this is that English is a global or international language. The global status of English is partly due to the number of people who speak it. Crystal, 2003, 67 until 69. Crystal, 2003, 108 until 109. Estimates that in 2000 there was approximately 1 million speakers of English worldwide, consisting of around 329 million one speaker, mostly in inner circle countries, 430 million two speakers outer circle countries, and about 750 million speakers of English as a foreign language in the countries of the explaining circle. This means in effect that approximately 1 in 4 of the world's population are capable of communication to a useful level in English. That is profoundly a lot of people for Indonesia who knows English to communicate with. Thank you very much for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.